There's a strange thing that happens to people sometimes. We slowly trade our passions for approval. We stop building the life that once made us come alive and start chasing rooms full of people who were never going to understand us anyways. More money, more status, more applause, more validation from people who are too busy chasing their own emptiness to notice ours. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, people lose themselves. I've seen folks spend their whole lives climbing ladders, only to realize at the top they leaned in against the wrong wall. That's the hard truth, because fulfillment and success aren't always the same thing. One fills your schedule, the other fills your soul. I think a lot of people are exhausted these days, not because they're working hard, but because they're working hard at things they no longer believe in, chasing empty rooms, trying to become somebody they barely recognize anymore. Meanwhile, the things that actually matter keep quietly waiting for us. The business idea, the ranch, the painting, the song. That dream you buried because life convinced you it was unrealistic, maybe the greatest tragedy in life isn't failure. Maybe it's arriving at the end of your story realizing you abandoned the very things God placed inside you to pursue. And maybe that clarity comes with age. Every birthday seems to pull you a little further away from chasing attention and a little closer to chasing peace. Tomorrow's my birthday, and somewhere along the road, I've learned the older I get, the less interested I am in crowded rooms, and the more grateful I am for meaningful ones. Real conversations, real laughter, real purpose, real people. Because eventually you realize you don't need everyone's approval to pursue a meaningful life. You just need enough courage to begin walking toward it. There comes a point where you stop asking, what will everybody think? And start asking, what kind of life actually brings me peace? That's where confidence changes. Not arrogance, not ego, just quiet confidence. The kind built by scars, hard work, survival, faith, and finally realizing you were never meant to live somebody else's version of your life. So if you've been doubting yourself lately, this is your reminder. Your ambitions aren't foolish. Your gifts still matter. And it's not too late to build a life that feels honest when you wake up in the morning. Because at the end of the day, a small life filled with meaning will always outshine a crowded room filled with emptiness. Yes. Thanks for stopping by.